she arrives. So while we're waiting for that, I'm going to call on Rory Hicks to kick off proceedings in this final session. Thanks, Rory.
Hi guys, my name's Rory. I'm a second year foundation year doctor working at Royal Oldham Hospital and the Manchester Royal Infirmary. I want to thank the People's Assembly for inviting me down and coming and speaking today. The People's Assembly are bloody awesome, to be honest with you. You've helped the Junior Doctor campaign so much, so I want to start by thanking you guys. You've done the basics from organising, printing leaflets, but then finding funds to have these important meetings and rallies that we've managed to get celebrities like Rufus Hound to come to. So a real big thank you. 98% of junior doctors voted yes to industrial action. That's remarkable. We've never seen anything like that before in the whole of industrial strike action. The reason why 98% voted yes is because we all believe that this new contract is going to be unsafe and unfair. We had medics, surgeons and GPs all working side by side. Now let me tell you, that doesn't often happen, so it was quite a refreshing thing to see that we'd all united to come for a greater cause of this new contract. Now, the junior doctor first strike was due on the 1st of December, and unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you look at it, the BMA decided to postpone the junior doctor campaign all until January the 13th. So that is because they are renegotiating the contracts. Yanis mentioned it in a bit more detail earlier, so I won't really touch on that. But I want to say, cancelling a strike 12 hours before an industrial strike nationally is not the best idea, in my opinion. The amount of effort. Yanis didn't want to say it earlier, but he agrees as well. The amount of effort we went into organising this strike, we would have had the best picket line going. At Oldham, we had the Greater Manchester Fire Brigade backing us. We had the Oldham Chronicle and the MEN saying they'd come down. We had the basic life support dummies, infectious disease, cardiology regs, all coming down to come and not only say the media about the Junior Doctor campaign, but also to educate about the sort of prevalent diseases that are going around in Oldham and Manchester. We also even had a van that was promised unlimited stocks of tea and porridge. We were so desperate just to stick a professional 2 fingers up to Mr. Hunt. We were just like, just let us strike. However, we need to think with a sort of professional, logical head. If they are actually negotiating whatever's going on behind closed doors, that is good, and we can hopefully move forward from this. And we want to avoid striking, because we didn't want to do that in the first place. I want to commend the BMA for stating that the strike was not just a day off as well. They said that this was generally a day at work, and they expected every junior doctor to be on the picket line. However, as I said, cancelling it 12 hours before, it's kind of left the junior doctors generally confused and a bit demoralised. Speaking amongst colleagues, they're asking me, they're asking Yanis, what's going on? And the honest answer, to be honest guys, is we don't really know. We found out that the strike was cancelled off the BBC website, just like everyone else found out. And that's not really good enough, is it? We should be the ones finding out, in my opinion. So, I have fed this back to Yanis earlier, but in my opinion, the BMA need to be way more transparent about what's going on behind these closed doors. Obviously, stuff is confidential, but they need to be emailing regularly, way more than they are doing at the minute. And they need to be texting us. Like I said, they need to be a lot more open and just be clear if they're going to get the doctors back on their side, and we need to rally them. Because come January the 13th, we will be ready to fight, and we will be ready to take to the streets again. But we need to rally the junior doctors back. So, we've got the Stop the War in Syria demo, the rally, coming on in half an hour. So I want to get this all a bit waken up and a bit angry. We've had loads of speeches here, so let's wind it up and let's get a bit more angry, alright? So, in my opinion, the NHS is already at breaking point. Oldham Royal is a huge DGA, District General Hospital, and every night we get allocated 3, maybe 4 doctors to look after all the medical patients in the hospital. That also includes any new medical patients that we've got to clerk in from A&E that need admitting. Now last Sunday I got a phone call about 11, 12 o'clock from my consultant saying, we're a doctor short tonight, that's Sunday night. Any chance you can come in and do the 13-hour shift? Begrudgingly, because it twisted my arm, I said yes. Come Monday morning, when he walked in at 8 o'clock, he said, would you be prepared to work that shift out of goodwill? I.e., would I be prepared to work it for free? So, yeah. That's the sort of state the NHS is already in, guys. So this isn't sub stories. If you speak to any doctors, they will tell you cases of like this in the hundreds, right? Today, there's a report just been released that over 50% of FY2, so the second year junior doctors, haven't applied. So already 50% of FY2 doctors have left the NHS. We've quit, okay? We've decided to go elsewhere and take our services elsewhere. Now that is horrific. That's not what we want. We want to work for the NHS and provide good healthcare for our patients. So please, comrades, we need your help to rally behind the junior doctors and all the NHS staff. We must unite to ensure that we continue to bring good, safe care. And come January the 13th, if a fair contract hasn't been negotiated, like I said, we are ready to take to the streets again and we are ready to fight. So let's see how it works down in London. Save our NHS! Save our NHS! Save our